Taught sports nutrition for 22 years. Worked with some of the best athletes in the history of the planet. Bianca won gold in London, some of my other Olympians as well. Michael Bennett won a Super Bowl. There's Charles Poliquin, Paul Chek, Erwan LaCour. They've all hired me to be parts of their business, education consultants, which is really a lot of fun. Here are some emperors from China a couple thousand years ago. These guys were so good for the country, they created a huge monument to them. Those heads are 300 feet tall. Here they are in the park holding Ganoderma. So back then, Ganoderma was reserved for the royal family. If you actually were caught with Ganoderma back then, they'd actually cut your hand off. Now you'd think that'd be a deterrent, but if they got caught a second time, they'd cut your head off. Think about that. That's how valued this was, because they knew it was good for so many things. So this is a sports study where they showed that they actually improved performance by, guess what, just alkalizing the system. So if I were to share with you a regular cup of coffee, not our coffee, and I would ask you, is that coffee acid or alkaline? Acid? It's actually profoundly acid. It has a pH of about 5, which gives it 100 times more acid than water. Now if I had water versus our coffee, right, and I compared the two side by side, which one do you think is more acid? Water or coffee? Water's more acid, you're exactly right. Even though it's supposed to have a neutral pH of 7, this is actually alkaline more than that. So you put this in your body, you actually alkalize the system. This girl lost 57 pounds just drinking a latte every day. And it actually is anti-diabetic by the same mechanism of metformin, the top diabetic drug in the world. The beta cells of the pancreas are the cells that make insulin. Researchers know if they can regenerate those, they can make diabetes go away. Ganoderma actually accelerates beta cell regeneration. And there's that term again. It prevents death of the beta cells. People with rheumatoid arthritis, profoundly crippling when they take Ganoderma. It works better than the drugs without the side effects in terms of pain control. Symptoms of chronic poisoning, fatigue, sleep disturbance, intestinal distress, allergy symptoms, headaches, confusion, and anxiety. I've said for years, get rid of these symptoms, I'd have to do something else. Would you be surprised that Ganoderma dramatically enhances detoxification by enhancing the liver and the kidneys? Hard to control humans. We like to do our thing, right? We don't put them in a closed environment, closed diet, but you can do that with rats. And when they gave rats Ganoderma, compared to those that didn't, everything else controlled, they lived 9 to 20% longer. If that extrapolates to human years, that's 7 to 16 extra human years. Okay, anybody not understand that Ganoderma is the best thing since planet Earth? Right? I was going to say sliced bread, but that's garbage. Right?